Topic 10: Product and Pricing Strategies. At the end of this topic, students will be able to define product and its components, classify consumer and business goods and services, explain product life cycle, distinguish between a product mix and a product line, list the stages of a new product development process, explain how firms identify their products, describe brand loyalty and brand equity, explain the importance of packaging and labeling, relate price in a marketing mix, determine pricing policies, and understand consumer perceptions of prices. The essence of marketing is the 4 P's, and of them, the first one is product. When a production process is complete, a product gets its form, which comes with its own utility that will serve to satisfy a certain group of individuals called target customers. It can be classified according to the group it is being targeted as business or consumer, and the purpose and frequency will decide if it is convenience, shopping, or specialty goods. Products have lifespans just like humans, and new developments and technologies have to be kept for the lives to go on. Even products with same utility can have differentiation through components, names, packaging, etc. Price is another one of the 4 P's which requires special attention. If appropriate pricing policies are adopted to match the product, there will be a good level of customer response in the market. A product is a bundle of physical service and symbolic attributes designed to provide customer satisfaction, focusing on benefits. There is a need to emphasize on the firm's product design, packaging, and promotional decisions, on giving customers the bundle of benefits they seek from the product, and also need to focus on the buyer solution and the product benefits. Services are intangible tasks that satisfy needs of final consumers or business users. Most products combine both tangible and intangible services. Every employee must recognize the importance of customer service and pay attention to every detail in the process of delivering satisfaction. It must be a key ingredient in all product offering. Consumer and business goods and services. The categories of consumer products, also known as B2C products, are determined not by the good or services but by the predominant purchasing pattern. Convenience products are items that consumers purchase frequently, immediately, and with little effort. Example: newspapers, chewing gum, magazines, milk, bread, etc. Shopping products are items that are typically purchased only after comparisons between products in competing stores to evaluate such characteristics as price, quality, style, color, etc. Example: carpets. Specialty products are those items that purchasers are willing to make special efforts to obtain. Purchasers are already familiar with the item and see no reasonable substitute. Tend to be expensive and well-known brands, often distributed through a limited number of exclusive dealers. Example: Ecolect, Luggage, and Porsche cars. Categories of business goods and services, also known as B2B products. Installations. Pieces or collections of major capital equipment. Example: heavy machinery. Accessory equipment. Capital items that are usually less expensive and shorter lived than installation. Example: hand tools, scanners, etc. Component parts or materials, business products that are included as part of other firms' final products, may be visible such as tires in a truck, less visible such as microchips in cell phones. Raw materials, similar component parts and materials because they become inputs in the production of the firm's final products. Example, from farm products such as cotton, wheat, cattle, etc. Supplies, expense items that are used in a firm's daily operations and do not become part of the final product. Example, paper, pen, clips, light bulbs, etc. Categories of services like tangible goods. Services could also be convenience shopping or specialty depending on the buying patterns of consumers. Additional characteristics distinguish them from goods include services, unlike goods, are intangible. Services are perishable, cannot be stockpiled. To cater to individual customer needs, so no standardization is possible. Marketing strategy implication for consumer and business products. After classifying a product or a service, marketers gain insights about promotions, price, and distribution needs of the products, and this will help making an efficient marketing strategy. B2B products require different marketing strategies than B2C products. Installation and many component parts utilize personal selling because of the small number of buyers who may involve the customers in new product developments, especially for customer-made items. Supplies and accessory equipment marketers rely more on advertising since they distribute their goods through intermediaries. The product life cycle. All products pass through these stages, and products remain at various stages for different amounts of time. Increasing competition and rapid improvements in technology compress the life cycle of many products. Promotional emphasis shifts from providing information in the early stage to heavy brand promotion later on. The stages of the product life cycle starts with introduction. The firm attempts to build a demand for its new offering. Due to lack of awareness and understanding about the product, initial work may concentrate on informing the market about the item and explaining its features, uses, and benefits. Firms typically incur financial losses during this stage due to low initial sales, expenses involved in developing the new product, and the promotional cost. The next stage is the growth stage. Sales climb quickly at this stage and profits are beginning to be generated. New customers join the early users who are now repurchasing the items. Personal referrals and continued promotion induce others. During early stages of growth, marketing efforts continue to focus on establishing the product in the market and building brand awareness. Sales continues to grow but at a slower rate. Then comes maturity. Sales continue growing early in this stage, but eventually they reach a saturation level. Market segmentation is emphasized during this stage, frequently adding new product variations aimed at different customer groups. Often results in an oversupply of the product in an already saturated market, and some marketers reduce prices. Efforts are made to extend the product life cycle. The last stage is the decline stage. Innovations or shifts in consumer preferences cause an obsolete decline in industry sales. Industry as a whole does not generate profits, though some firms can prosper. Prices tend to hold steady if a loyal market segment continues to buy the product. If the firm is selling to consumers who are loyal, they can even skip most of the usual advertising. Product line and product mix. Product line is a group of related products that are physically similar or are intended for a similar market. Example, Johnson & Johnson product target kids and Also, the utility is basically personal care. Product mix is the assortment of product lines and individual groups and services that a firm offers to consumers and business users. Example of Unilever products that deals in assorted household products catering to all types of people. Stages of new product development process. New products are the lifeblood of any organization, and firms must periodically add new products to assure continued prosperity. Product development strategies. Firms' product development strategy depends on its existing product mix, the match between current offering and the overall marketing objectives, and the current market positions of products early in their life cycle. Alternative product development strategies include product development, that is to enter into new markets. Product development to enhance existing products or add product line. Market penetration to widen the base of existing market. Product diversification to develop new products or add product mix. Stages in new product development is getting a new product into the market in an orderly process. Idea generation. New product ideas come from many sources including customers, suppliers, employees, research scientists, market researchers, outside inventors, and competing products. Then comes screening. Marketers evaluate ideas' commercial potential. A checklist of development standards can be helpful at this stage. This stage often involves representatives of different functional areas. Business analysis. Evaluation of whether the idea fits with the firm's product, distribution, and promotional resource. Marketers also assess potential sales, profits, growth rate, and competitive strengths. Prototype or service process development. Converting an idea into a physical product. It requires interaction between development, engineers and marketers, and prototypes may go through many modifications. Test marketing. Trial introduction of a new product supported by a complete marketing campaign to a selected area with a population typical of the total market. Some firms skip this stage, moving directly to the full-scale commercialization. Commercialization. In this stage, the firms offer its new product in the general marketplace. The firms establish marketing programs, production facilities, and acquaints its sales force, intermediaries, and potential customers with new products. Identification of products. That is how people, that is the customers or the producers, identify the products that are being offered for sale. Brand. Then it is a name, term, symbol, sign, or a design of some combination thereof that identifies the product of a firm. Brand name is a part of a brand consisting of words or letters that form a name that identifies and distinguishes an offering from those of its competitors. Trademark. Brand with legal protection against another company's use. Can include pictorial designs, slogans, packaging element, and product features. Brand categories. Generic products. Some firms market their goods and services without branding them. Such items are called generic products or generic brands. They are categorized by plain packaging, minimal labeling, and little or no advertising. Family brand. Single brand name that identifies several related products. When a firm that practices family branding introduces a new product, the familiar brand name is recognized by all. Example, Johnson & Johnson. Individual brands, giving a different brand name to each product within a product line. Individual branding builds competition within a firm and enables the company to increase overall sales. Example, Procter & Gamble. Manufacturers or national brands, brand offered and promoted by a manufacturer or producer. Example include Channel, Swatch, Dr. Pepper, etc. Private or store brand identifies a product that is not linked to the manufacturer but instead carries the label of a retailer or a wholesaler. Retailers define their own brands to maintain control over the image, quality, and the price of the products they sell. Carrefour's first line products is a given example. Brand loyalty and brand equity. Building brand loyalty is measured in 3 stages, that is recognition, preference, and insistence. Brand recognition is nothing but a brand acceptance which is strong enough that the consumer is aware of a brand but not enough to cause a preference over a competing brand. Brand preference occurs when a consumer chooses one firm's brand when it is available over a competitor. Brand insistence is when a consumer will accept no substitute for a preferred brand that has achieved a monopoly position with its consumers. And brand equity is the added value that a certain brand name gives to a product. High brand equity offers financial advantage to a firm, and product commands a relatively large market share and often reduces price sensitivity. Most valuable brands include Coca-Cola, Microsoft Windows, IBM, Nokia, McDonald's, etc. Managing brand equity is a responsibility of a brand manager or product manager at the typical large company and requires planning and implementing the promotional, pricing, distribution, and product arrangements. Packaging and labeling. Packaging helps to achieve several goals like protection against damage, spoilage, and pilferage, and assisting in marketing the product and creating cost effectiveness. Label, descriptive part of a product's package that lists the brand name or symbol, name and address of the manufacturer or distributor, product composition and size, nutritional information for food products, and recommended uses. Effective labeling services also have the following functions. It attracts buyers' attention, describes the package contents, conveys product benefits, provides information on warranties, warnings, and other consumer matters, and gives an indication of price, value, and uses. Price in a marketing mix. Price is an exchange value of a good or a service, and it is the money contribution made by a consumer to purchase a product of his choice. It should be always reasonable because it will benefit the seller as he can sell more and make profits, and for the consumer it will be within his budget and he can afford. Only when the prices become unreasonable, inflation occurs, but this phenomena may not last long. Pricing objectives. Profitability objective, perhaps the most commonly used objective in firms. Pricing strategies. Some firms try to maximize profits by reducing costs rather than through price changes. Example, to increase profits by 10% by the year 2015. Volume objective bases price decisions on market share, which is the percentage of a market controlled by a certain company or a product. Example, by 2015 to achieve 25% of the market share of the industry. Meeting competition objectives. This is the third set of pricing objective. It seeks to meet the competitors' prices, that is, to be as close as possible to the competitors' prices. Prestige objectives, which encompasses the effect of price on prestige. Prestige pricing establishes a relatively high price to develop and maintain an image of quality and exclusiveness. Pricing strategies are determined in two basic ways, and accordingly by applying the theoretical concepts of supply and demand and completing cost analysis. The cost-based pricing formula is calculated on the base cost figures per unit and then to add the markup to cover the overhead cost and generate profits. Simpler and easier to use than economic theory-based pricing. Skimming pricing strategy sets an internationally high price relative to the prices of competing products, often works for introduction of a distinctive good or service with little or no real competition. Penetration pricing strategy sets a low price as a major marketing weapon, assumes that a below market price will attract buyers and move a brand from an unknown newcomer to at least a brand recognition or even a brand preference stage. Competitive pricing strategy, it is a product priced at the general level of competing offerings, attempts to reduce the emphasis on price and concentrates marketing efforts on product, distribution and promotion. Consumer perceptions of prices. Price-quality relationship. Consumers' perception of product quality is closely related to price. Most marketers believe that this perceived price-quality relationships hold over a relatively wide range of prices. In other situations, marketers establish price-quality relationship with comparison that demonstrate a product's value at the established price. Psychological pricing is also known as odd pricing, that is charging $39.95 or $19.98 instead of $40 or $20. Commonly used in retail practice, as many retailers believe that consumers favor uneven amounts. So that should be the end of topic 10. We should be moving on to now topic 11, distributing goods and services. Thank you.